It was a cool summer's night on the island of Sodor. There were all kinds of night jobs. Gordon took the evening express. Edward took his evening passenger train for his branch line. Percy took the mail. And Derek delivered fuel from the depot. By the time Derek delivered all the fuel, he felt as if he stayed up all night. He was very tired and wanted to stay at Tidmouth Sheds for a rest, because Edward was at his shed in Wellsworth. Delivering the fuel was hard work, puffed Derek. Wish I had some help. Paw, sniffed Gordon. Really useful engines never need help. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. I need an engine to run these 3 special jobs for me, he boomed. I would, said Derek. I can do it, sir. Derek was tired, but he wanted to prove himself. Okay, Derek, says Sir Topham Hatt. I want you to take some chickens to the market, some sheep to the farm, and some children to school. That's a big job, exclaimed Gordon. You need some help with that lot. No, Gordon. You said really useful engines don't need help, argued Derek. In fact, I work alone. Gordon said no more. Derek went along to different lines to do his important jobs. Chickens to market, sheep to farm, children to school, he said. Derek stopped outside Farmer Nichols to collect some chickens. Next, he stopped outside the field to collect some sheep. Come on, said Derek. I'll take you to the farm. The sheep were loaded into the livestock wagon, and Derek rode away to the station. When he got there, all the children were waiting. The children climbed onto Derek's coaches, and he set off to the store. Chickens to the market, sheep to the farm, and children to school, Derek said to himself. Then, it wasn't just Derek who was starting to feel tired. Hard work was starting to take a toll on his driver, too. Driver, where are we stopping first? Derek asked. We're dropping the children off at the market first, said his driver. Derek yawned. Children to market, chickens to farm, sheep to school. Oh. When Derek arrived outside the market, he told the children it was their stop. Just then, Edward puffed past. He could see that Derek was tired. Do you need some help, Derek? Asked Edward. No, thank you, said Derek. I work alone. But he didn't need to work alone. Children to market, chickens to farm, sheep to school. Soon, Derek returned to the farm. Please unload the chickens, Derek said. The farmer was confused. He had loaded the chickens already, but now he had to unload them. Finally, Derek arrived at school. Please unload the sheep, Derek said tiredly. Derek was so tired that he rolled away to the shed. Sir Topham Hatt was getting a lot of phone calls. The children were looking at the market stalls. The chickens were flying all over the farm. And the sheep had knocked over the classroom desks and chairs, and even eating some books. When Derek rode into Wellsworth Sheds for a rest, Edward was waiting beside him, and there was Sir Topham Hatt. Derek, he boomed, you have caused confusion and delay. And he explained everything. Derek was upset. He had to do all his jobs all over again. When Gordon came along, he couldn't help but overhear what had happened and laughed. Don't worry, says Sir Topham Hatt.
All you need is some help.
But sir, sighed Derek, Gordon said a really useful engine doesn't need help. Ha! Laughed Edward. I always help Gordon up the hill. Gordon looked very embarrassed.
Edward and Boko will help you,
says Sir Topham Hatt. Edward took the chickens from the farm to the market. And Boko took the sheep from the school to the farm. And Derek returned to the market to pick up the children. I'm sorry, said Derek. I didn't mean to take you to the wrong place. My driver and I were tired out, and I let Gordon's boastfulness get the better of me. We don't mind at all, smiled the children. We learned a lot about the market. It was a fun day out, regardless of whether or not we missed a day of school. And when Derek finally went to sleep, he dreamed about children, chickens, and of course, sheep.